Welcome back. I'm MTG Joe. Today we got a brew similar to what we were doing during the sponsored stream week for Wizards. Putting together a bunch of non-meta decks, trying to play something different and fun, see if there's any other alternatives other than Sacrifice, Fires, or various adventure decks. So trying to revive an archetype from the past. I have a lot of the components in foil of this deck in paper, and if we can make this a deck, I'd be quite happy. This is a 4-color Gates deck, but a different take on it. We're trying to leverage a number of large creatures in conjunction with Embercleave to try to push through some damage. So the core of the deck is a ramp deck. So you're using Growth Spiral, you have Beanstalk Giant and Circuitous Route. That gets you ahead on lands. Our mana base is mainly Gates. And then we have Plaza of Harmonies, which rewards us with life gain if we have 2 or more Gates. We have 4 basics as well. And then we refill our hand with Guild Summit. Whenever a Gate comes into play, you get to draw a card. When Guild Summit itself comes into play, you can pump any additional mana. And then you can draw cards that way. We also have 6 Sweepers main, Clarions, which also serve as life gain for our big creatures, and then 4 Gates Ablaze, which scale really nice to the mid to late game in terms of having a large sweeper. Creature base wise, we have 2 Hydroid Krasis to refill our hand, and then the conjuncture of the Gates Matter creatures. You have Gatebreaker Ram, which by default is a 2 mana 2/2, and then if you control, it gets +1/1 for each gate you control. So it's basically plus XX with Trample and Vigilance for the number of gates you have. And then we also have Gate Colossus. So it's 8 mana by default, costs 1 less per gate you have. And then when it's in the graveyard, you could whenever a gate enters a battlefield, you get to draw a card. You can stack it in a way with the Guild Summit to draw it that same turn. And it can't be blocked by creatures power 2 or less. And that's pretty much it. Beanstalk on the back end becomes a creature equal to the number of lands you have. So we're basically trying to ramp, play big creatures, throw an Embercleave on it, smash them in the face, GG. Sideboard wise is a little interesting. So Return to Nature versus Fires, food decks, stuff like that. 3 Teferis versus the Flash matchup. Also pretty good against Fires to just reset their fire. Rhythm of the Wild also for the Flash matchup ideally. Makes your creatures uncounterable and also gives them Riot, so effectively haste. Also good against the control matchups where we're trying to just get one of these fatties down and smash. I may want this in the main board, but we're pretty clunky to be already against the Flash matchup, so we'll see. Archway Angel is a way for us to gain life against the aggressive decks. You gain 2 life per gate you have. Planar Cleansings versus Fires or just catch-up decks where we need to. Chandras versus Flash or Control. Agent of Treacheries versus like the big mana decks, steal their things. Great Henge, basically against the grindy matchups or aggressive. I may want this main board as well because I love the Great Henge. Every creature triggers a draw, and then Mass Manipulation against Fires or stuff. You can take a couple of their threats, kind of the slower. I wouldn't bring this in against like Flash, but like Nisa decks, stuff like that could be good. So I'm going to try it out. No Golos in this build, no black mana, so we're not playing anything like Casualties of War. I want to try it out as 4 colors first. Main board's basically a teamer deck with white for Clarion. So we'll run it through. Give it a shot. Let me do 1 unranked first, and then we'll play a ranked. I just want to see if the numbers actually play out the way we want. You know what? I don't really care about rank at this point of the season. I'm not going to get Mythic. Where are you? Gates. Ember-Gates. Let's play it out. So with the holidays coming up, I'll probably here and there stream. I'm going to try to put together a bunch of videos and have them up on YouTube at least. So carry you over those holidays. It's going to be all around town. So can't keep that hand. This hand's good. So I'm actually going to put away the mountain because I'm going to lead on the Selesnya Guildgate into the island. That way we can Growth Spiral, put in the Izzet Guildgate, and then Beanstalk Giant. because this might be flash, I'm just going to do a main phase. I don't want this to get countered. So if we have an untapped land, we can root next turn. Okay, so it's ramp. Additionally, thanks to Wizards, I do have some leftover arena codes, so I'll be posting them in the video descriptions on YouTube. They are single-time use, but feel free to redeem those as you can. So I got probably about another like 20 or so codes. I've gone through various ways. They're good for a pack of Eldraine each. They're single-time use, so I'll put those in the video descriptions afterwards. And as always, that's a waste of a quasi-duplicate in my opinion. So I could Plaza Harmony. I think we just root here. Let's get another red source. And then probably just a Gruul Guildgate. So we're all mana'd out. Guild Summit would have been nice. But I might just throw down Beanstalk Giant and go to town. If they have like Nisa here, it's a little bit of an issue. Krasis 4. We can probably take 4. We have 4 gates. Ooh, Ram's actually nice. So let's Growth Spiral. No land, but we'll just play out a 6/6 Ram here. Because next turn what I can do is I can either Gates Ablaze or Clarion and gain a bunch of life. Very odd target for them to be quasi-duplicating. Because we can push in more damage, I want to do this. So that's 7. I doubt they block, so let's do both modes. This also gains us 7 life. Oh, you know what? That was dumb. Should have Gates Ablazed. Because now I can't attack him. That was a punt on my part. Stupid, stupid. Opponent has seen a lot of lands. Another Hydroid Krasis be pretty bad. Because if we Gates the Blaze there, we would have been able to take it out. A Finale for 7. And raise Forerunner? No, that's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, Agent of Treachery. So probably just Blaze here before they Agent again. I'm actually going to hold this land in case we draw a Guild Summit. I want to be able to draw some cards off it. And then next turn I could just Beanstalk Giant. So they are playing Agent main, something to be mindful of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 5. I'm just going to put out the threat this turn. This starts putting a clock on our opponent. If they want to pump in a whole bunch of mana into Blast Zone, they can. So it's up to 6. This is 8 mana, so they could spend a couple turns just pumping this up to deal with our Beanstalk. Nisa's fine. Put another counter on it. So this works out nice for us. We get to take out the Nisa and their Blast Zone. Oh, actually, no. Forgot. I'm playing bad this game. So we got another Beanstalk. I don't know why I thought this was 8. Drawing a ton of lands. Hydroid Krasis would be good for us. See, now they're going to quasi-duplicate with the Risen Reefs and get a lot of value there. Gate-wise, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully they just get lands. So Beanstalk will survive this. We have 4 Guild Summit, 4 Hydroid Krasis. All are relevant, or 2 Hydroid Krasis, all are relevant draws. Okay, opponent's gone off. They've refilled their hand nicely. Okay, and Cavalier. So the one thing with Cavalier is it will get them back likely their Agent of Treachery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're gonna mill out potentially. That turn went nuts for them. Yeah, buddy. Take your agent. We are forced to attack into Nisa here. So I think we're probably dead. Embercleave would have won us the game that turn, actually. So this is probably a planar outburst matchup. Second Nisa. Yeah. The problem is at this point, we're not really gonna... Because they take our Beanstalk, it's so large, we don't have a clear way. So Mass Manipulation, Chandra, couple Planar Cleansing, Agent. Do I want to Teferi? Probably not. They have a lot of enter the battlefields. They're not really going to be countering our stuff, so I'm not as worried. Beanstalk seems like more of a liability in this matchup. Hydroid Krasis is good. Deafening Clarions, the Rams. Thanks, Denny. What do we cut? Agents are good. Gate Colossus are fine. The little stuff can't block. Nisa's tokens can block. Krasis are good. Embercleave is probably a way we push through some damage. Maybe no Chandra. Trim down a Colossus. And yeah, maybe just trim 2 Colossus. We bring in the agent to steal stuff, and we can steal some stuff with their Mass Manip. No, probably want it. Maybe just trim a line in this matchup. I'll go down a mountain. Because in this matchup we took out the Beanstalk, so it's not as reliant. Go from there. They kind of went wilds. This hand's awful. Kind of annoying. We are a 28 land deck, and I've gotten multiple 7s with only 2 lands. If you can, you always lead on Simic Guildgate in these matchups. Okay, so there's our blue source. Let's just get ahead of mana. Izzet Guildgate, Simic Guildgate. Go like that. So we're a threat, and then we have the Embercleave in hand. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. So with one Nisa down, I'm gonna take him off some blue mana with the Clarion. Kind of annoying. I haven't seen a guild summit yet, or a Krasis. Krasis off the top would be nice. So I think again this turn I'm probably just going to Gates Ablaze unless we draw a threat. They can chain Cavalier into Cavalier, which is kind of gross, or even Finale. If I could keep them off lands, it's usually kind of beneficial. Leafkin comes in. Hey, finally. Okay. I think we can wait one more turn. So blue, blue, red. Let's play the Guild Summit. I'm gonna leave up 2 in case we draw a Clarion. Or we just draw another Embercleave. So this is their go wild turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Their Finale, we're dead. So they hit us for 8, 9, 14. See if they commit any more to the board. Quasi. We'll get 2 Cavalier triggers. Here's all our guild summits. So I think we play out Guild Summit. Draw 2. Colossus still costs 2, which is a little annoying. So we just gotta wipe here. We still get an 8. Oh, we're dead. They just animated Nisa. Poop! Poop, poop. I need to add another Krasis to the deck. So, Krasis in... Shave down 1 Beanstalk. Let's run it back. There's a couple turns there, like just actually drawing what we needed to, or like a Guild Summit earlier. I think we gotta keep any hand where Guild Summit can be played on 2 or 3. I'm not playing a Boreal Grazer because we have, like, we're bigger in terms of threats. It's fine. We got Clarion to clean stuff up. Against aggro. So I'm actually going to lead on the Izzet Guildgate, only because if we draw a Growth Spiral, I can play it. Sacrifice. So Clarion will be good in this matchup. Can also gain 3 life next turn and play out the Gatebreaker Ram. I got Trail of Crumbs. Do we just Ablaze here? It's just a little annoying. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Ablaze this turn. Let's gain 3 life. I don't want him to have this engine going. Oh, shit. This only does 2 damage. Ah. That was bad. So we need a white source. Probably a second blue source. Next turn I could Clarion and Gates Colossus, so we might do that. Or actually, kind of stumbled on lands. So this stops them from attacking us. I don't think from this position they can deal 13 to us. And then I hit him for 15, 16 next turn with lifelink. That should swing enough of our life total, as well as Embercleave wins for us. I haven't played Gates in forever, so I'm punting quite a bit. Oh, we can, like, just truck them here. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Clarion mana is still up. Doesn't matter. Simic. Selesnya. 18 them. Gain 18. So this is kind of what I wanted to do with the deck. Ah, they murder us, Rider. So if we get a gate, we put it on top. Hydroid Krasis. Oh, and then they have Vraska. That is a good culmination of draws for the opponent. Angoose. Let's go into full control because we should be able to get the Gate Colossus back. Actually, no, we don't draw the card this turn. Just play out the land. So they get a turn to rebuild. Vraska on top. Probably shouldn't have done Gate Colossus here. We're going to lose this game now. They sack those, they draw cards. What a sequence by the opponent there. And then they got Corvold. Yeah, we're just dead. Corvold comes in. Like I have an 8/8, but doesn't do much in this case. Corvold comes in, they hit for 5. This makes a food token. They draw a card. They Beanstalk. So they still have enough mana for Corvold here. Wonder if they're just gonna grind out value here. Hydroid Krasis. Ram something. So I'm actually gonna attack the Vraska here. The reason being, Vraska can downtick on my Ram. This draws him a card. Still have enough mana for like Murderous Rider. That draws them a card. They have a sack of a food token left. That could put it up to 7. Still think we just go face here. Oh, they got Beanstalk. The Beanstalks are starting to get big too. Embercleave would be nice. Or, you know. Thanks, Nick Magic United, for the raid. Trying to jam some gates here. They opted to trade their Corvold off. Surprised with Goose they didn't sack something there just to get an extra card draw. They could have done that. Get the permanent and a card draw. How big are these? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Gatebreaker is still, well, Gatebreaker is a trade at this point. One time. 39 cards. Wonder, do we want Golos? I'm doing well. How about yourself? Casualties. Absolute blowout. Just wrecks our board. Second Corvold. Surprised they're sacking the lands here. Your beanstalks get bigger with them. Yeah, we're dead here. They can kind of just go crazy with Corvold. Nice. I gotta finish a draft. I got like a pile of cards. This matchup, Archway Angels are probably good. They have casualties, so I'm less inclined. Probably Planar Cleansing just to catch up. Can go down Beanstalk. It just gets like chumped. Do I want Mass Manipulation? So what am I cutting? See, the Rams are interesting because they're decent against... Actually... So Gate Colossus can go through Cat. It can't be blocked, so it gets around him that way. Maybe we trim a couple of the Rams. Let's go down all the Rams, maybe. Killed Summons Are Fine, Gates Ablaze, Archway Angel. How do we win? We win with 9 creatures. Is that enough? Probably not. We need to go fast, so Growth Spiral's fine. This one's tricky. Maybe cut the Clarions? No, but we gotta get rid of Thing early. Let's cut the Embercleaves. 2 Rams. Go like that. Chandra is also a way for us to get ahead. They have casualties. Let's do this. Just play like pseudo control early. I don't know. It's just one of those decks where there's more cards you want to put in because you're a higher density of lands. Why? Okay, we'll keep this. I'm gonna put Planar Cleansing back. So although we don't get the life gain, I'm gonna probably Plaza of Harmony so I can Growth Spiral. Ideally, if we could turn 3 Circuitous Route, it puts us quite far ahead. $29 lands. Don't draw. 29 lands, don't draw a land. So Root will get us a bit lower. It's fine. Opponents thankfully had a bit slower of a draw. Let's get Izzet, and I actually need to prioritize white now because we have Planar Cleansing in the deck. Next turn I can Growth Spiral, Circuitous Route, and Gates Colossus for free. Yeah, I guess the cat's free value. You just bring it back. Oh, and they got Oven. And they got Oven. Let's Growth Spiral first. This puts 2 more lines into play. Let's just get a Azorius. We can do a big Krasis next turn. I want to attack into the Vraska though. Try to get that down so Krasis doesn't get killed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Krasis for 8. Refills our hand. So they can Murderous Rider here. This ultimate's also something we need to be mindful of. So I think what we're going to do is put this on top. This is free to play. Chaining into another Colossus, or another Krasis is nice. This also means they have to down tick on Vraska to get the Hydroid Krasis out of the way. Mayhem. Mayhem could block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's attack first, see what we get. Interesting, no cat there. Probably just another Krasis, or let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They down tick on Vraska, but maybe they go casualties. They have the mana. Let's just do this. It gives us another threat here. We've drawn a lot of cards and still no Guild Summit. I have Corvold. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I kind of want him to like run through a bunch of resources trying to block my threats. I think that's what they're trying to do with this Krasis. Oh, they just got the Grasp. Oh, they just got the Grasp. Okay, so I'm going to do this first. Attack into Vraska. So that puts it to 8. You get to draw a bunch of cards here. Six cards. Cat comes back. So what I can do is I can put with the Guildgate, I get to put this back on top. I get to Gates Ablaze here. It gets rid of Corvold. They've already got their sack done for the turn, so they don't get the 2 draws. And then I can Growth Spiral. I'm gonna put the Forest into play because I want to have an Insurance Guildgate to protect this. We got 45 life. Okay, so they got a Devil. Devil can start doing some damage. They opt to go face. So this is going to start machine gunning us with the second cat. Because all this life doesn't really do much in the face of Vraska. But that does. Actually, it doesn't. Because the problem is they get cat back. And then this ultimates, and then we lose the game. Oh no, but they can't ultimate and kill. No, but they have the Murderous Rider in hand. Maybe we take it a different direction and go like okay, good. They Murderous Rider that, which is actually fine because that buys us a turn. So I do need to do this. I'm just going to hold this in case we... No, because even if we draw a Guild Summit, I could just pump some of the extra mana. Let's thin out. Doesn't matter. Maybe we want a Great Henge in this matchup. Okay, so it buys us a turn without Vraska. We've hit both our Krasis. We have one more Krasis left. We also have Guild Summit that can draw us back into the game. 27 cards. We got a bunch of ovens. Okay. The problem is it's 2 turns with the Embercleave. This is going to deal a bunch. They just do all their plays through. I'm just going to concede this. It's highly unlikely we win at this point. Okay, so just give Arena a quick reset, and then we'll run it through one more. So casualties is something to be mindful of. Let's see, what can we change? Let's cut Beanstalk. Let's go down. How many lands are we playing? 28. Play the Rhythms main. Oh. Let's try that out. We need to be more kind of combo-y. And how do we... Is there just like a fireball in this format? Cavalier might not be too bad. Give haste to the team. Maybe we want like Kenrith. Niv dies to too much that we'd normally... There's Solar Blaze. Each creature deals damage equal to its power to itself. There's Omnath, which I don't think does wonders. There's Electro Dominance. Deals X damage to any target. You may cast a card with converted mana cost X or less without paying its mana cost. So we can do something like that to just fireball our opponent on end step. Problem is they got a lot of different avenues to attack us with, and when we don't have the hands with like Guild Summit, then we fall kind of behind. Maybe just another agent, and then go up a third Clarion. Just call it a day from there. Deals with the aggro. Let's go Electro Dominance. Nope. Actually, there's Cavalier. Let's do a Cavalier because it can blow up stuff. And why isn't it find Electro? Electro Dominance. Just run it like that. Try it out. Rhythms main. Need 15 cards. We got too many cards. Why did Venerated Loxodon try to sneak his way in there? Maybe fires. I was trying to avoid putting fires in the deck, to be honest. Like, it's kind of the default. You play like fires and Golos. We could play Golos. Again, just trying not to. Blue mana. What would I rather have? Probably Gates Ablaze, just because I'm probably going to be a turn slower. So Guild Summit would be good. That first time would have been great if we had a blue source. Well, the good thing is the opponent hasn't really done anything. And green suggests it's a creature deck. Unless this is flash. Puts away threats, draws nothing but lands. Yeah, so this is flash. Krasis for 2. Okay, buddy. What you got? I got a Gate Colossus. I may have been better. Nah, because the thing is I don't want to put the Gate Colossus back on top. Okay, so it's ramp. Rather see ramp than flash. We do a lot worse against counterspells. Oh shit, opponent's getting Embercleaved. I did the only thing I wanted to do today. Almost one-shotted them. I'm ready to be Brazen Borrowed or whatever. Agent of Treachery. That looks like Nisa. Can tell whenever they go into auto tapper and just leave up forests. I think you're still dead. You have 12 back, but 18's coming in. Cool. Finally got a win. Alright, this matchup. Agent, Mass, Cavalier. Do we want the Planar Cleansings? Maybe not. Archway, probably not. Electro Dominance. They don't gain... well, they have Hydroid Krasis to gain them life. Coming out... This is the hard part, like... Actually, might not want Cavalier here. Deafening Clarion's fine. Rhythm could probably come out. I doubt they bring in counters against us. Really here, it's steal their stuff. This is non-elemental, so it's not good in that case. Go down. Probably Gates Colossus. Run it like that. See how the Electro Dominance does this game? It just gives us some reach if we flood out. That was off a Malta 5 too. Of course. You can only get guild summits when you don't get the colored mana you need. I'm gonna put Agent back. Yeah. We'll have a shuffle coming in. So just want to see lands. And now I'm not going to see lands. Okay. Opponent's got a much better start. I kept Gate Colossus just because it scales and gets cheaper. No board wipes, a little concerning. Okay, so turn 3 Nisa is on her way. Untap line to be good. Yep. Follow that up by a Hydroid Krasis. The Ram might suffice to hold them off a bit. Finale? Finale X10. That was turn 4. Jesus. Yeah, the exact culmination. Planar Cleansing. I don't think we want Agent. They go wide too much. Just cut a mountain. Go like that. Turn 4, like 50 power. Yeah, because they spiraled. What is these? Blue source. One time blue source. How is it, like, so we're at 27 lines now. This is somewhat ridiculous. Straight foot. Too far behind, like, already. Where our lines come into play tapped. We have one untapped blue source. Why do you do that? Killing ranked. 58. Let's just try one more best of one just to see. It's frustrating from a testing perspective when you're a deck that's playing a lot of mana and you put over almost half your deck as mana. Sounds sweet. Keep this one. Gonna lead on Izzet Guildgate. Like, equal distribution. Half your deck is like lands. You should be able to draw. Like, there shouldn't be instances where you consistently get one-landers or no-landers. Gonna do this now because they could have a counter. Oh my god. This is likely Izzet Flash. Oh no, it's Jeskai Fires. Want to draw some cards. So they hit their white source. Faye's interesting here. We'll see what they go for. We still have a turn before they get to cast it. True Love's Kiss. Just gonna do that here. So untapped land to be good. So I'm just going to play out this Gatebreaker this turn. Next turn I can Rhythm and this Gatebreaker to kill something. The standard format's just been really punishing to any sort of brews. Their main boarding Glass Casket. Well, they won't expect the Rhythm. This is a 7/7, so it will kill Teferi.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Give this haste. One, two, three, four, five. So I can take out Cavalier. Can't take out Red Cavalier. Actually, I can. 5 will take out Red Cavalier. Okay. We dump that. Jesus. That's... because that forces me into blocking, so I don't even get that. Because that's 17. So I'll block Kenrith. Actually, I probably should have brought Cavalier. They shuffle. They're another Cavalier from winning. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. X5 with haste. They go drawn. That likely finds them their other Cavalier. Maybe the shell works. We just need to change our creatures. Ooh, that's actually good. They spent the whole turn just doing setup. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So X4. So I'm banking on drawing a gate. Okay, that worked. Give you haste. Give you haste. Okay, if we can duck one turn, One turn, no Cavalier of Flames. We might be able to steal this one. Faye's probably a board wipe. Faye for Casualties of War. If they show Casualties, I'm going to concede. If it's just a board wipe, then we have a chance. Planar Wide Celebration. Okay. One-time creature. Plain Wide gets back Cavalier, which gets haste, and then they beat us. Didn't work out for us. So I'm going to wrap this one up. Thanks for everyone who stopped by. Thanks, Nick, for the host. If you missed any part of this video, I'll have it up on YouTube tomorrow. And as mentioned earlier on, I'll put some more arena codes, thanks to Wizards, in my video descriptions on YouTube for the next coming week. So it'll be first come, first serve. Whoever redeems the code first, one per account it'll let you redeem, and it's for Throne of Eldraine packs. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and have a great one.